General Hospital spoilers reveal that Charlotte will send a message to Rocco and Danny, revealing her location, opening up a new, dramatic chapter in the story. This warning is not just a simple message, but also a crucial clue that helps Jason approach Charlotte and is determined to rescue her from the looming dangers. However, the story doesn't stop at merely knowing where Charlotte is. The relationship between Rocco, Danny, and Jason is creating a series of intense reactions, making the situation more tense and unpredictable. The information Danny brings to Jason will completely change the course of the story. With every word Danny speaks, Jason realizes he no longer has time to hesitate. Charlotte is not only trapped in a dangerous environment but also isolated, with no support from friends or family. This makes Jason's mission even more urgent than ever. Upon learning that Charlotte is under Valentine's control and facing an unstable life, Jason understands that only he can save her. Although the information from Danny about Charlotte's location is an important step forward, finding out where the girl is being held is no easy task. Charlotte is no ordinary child, and the people keeping her are not easily defeated. Valentine, with his schemes and dark past, is not someone who can be easily overcome. This creates a much more complicated picture than Jason could have imagined. When the information reaches Jason, he is no longer just an observer. He can't just sit by and watch everything unfold. With his heroic nature, Jason knows that his mission is to act and save Charlotte. But the problem is, he not only has to face Valentine but also the people behind him, those who will do whatever it takes to stop him and protect Valentine. In Jason's heart, nothing is more important than returning Charlotte to her mother, Lulu, and protecting her from the dangers she faces every day. However, this action is not just a simple rescue. It's a battle that Jason must confront with new challenges, including difficult decisions about whether or not to share his plan with Lulu. Even though Jason knows that Lulu will be very worried and want to participate in the rescue of her daughter, he may fear that her interference will derail the plan. He may want to investigate everything thoroughly before informing Lulu, because he knows that another failure in this rescue would be an unbearable shock. With determination and careful calculation, Jason will not only find a way to approach Valentine but also decipher all the potential dangers surrounding Charlotte. Every step Jason takes must be meticulously planned, as he knows that even a small mistake could lead to unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, deep down, Jason knows that only he can save Charlotte and bring her back to Port Charles, where she will be loved and cared for by her family. With the help of Rocco and Danny, Jason will carry out this dangerous rescue mission, and no matter how many challenges he faces, he will not stop until Charlotte is safely back home. This story is not just an ordinary rescue, it's an emotional battle where love and responsibility will be the driving forces that help Jason overcome everything. Jason stands at a crucial crossroads as the feud between him and Valentine has reached a point of no return. The deep hatred between them is not just a simple personal conflict, it has become an inseparable part of Jason's life. What Valentine has done in the past, his schemes and deceptions, have made it impossible for Jason to forgive him. However, this time, this hatred not only drives Jason to seek revenge, but it also opens up a big opportunity for him to use Valentine as a pawn in a larger battle, a battle to destroy the dark forces Valentine is aligned with, including pikemen and the WSB. Over time, Jason has witnessed Valentine's ruthless schemes, his dangerous dealings with pikemen, and his connections with the WSB. These forces have not only caused trouble for Jason but have also threatened everything he holds dear. After all that has happened, Jason understands that in order to eliminate these dark forces, he needs to do something bolder than ever, use Valentine himself as a piece on the chessboard. This is not easy, as Valentine is a formidable opponent, but Jason has no choice but to face him and use him as a tool to achieve his goal. Although hatred still rules Jason's heart, he knows that his objective is not just revenge, but also to dismantle the entire criminal network and the dark forces that are manipulating the city. To do this, Jason must do something that few would dare, exploit Valentine, the one he despises, to take down the dangerous forces from within. Hatred becomes a strategic tool, and Jason understands that if he can control Valentine, he can destroy pikemen and the WSB, forces that threaten not only him but also Port Charles. This plan is not an easy decision. Jason faces the reality that Valentine is not only a personal enemy but also part of a large criminal network that could cause serious consequences if threatened. But Jason is someone who never fears facing danger, and he understands that this is the only opportunity to extinguish Valentine's influence and the people behind him. However, this plan is fraught with risks, and Jason knows that he cannot let Valentine discover his true intentions before the mission is complete. While Jason is trying to use Valentine in this battle, he also faces unpredictable dangers. If he's not careful, Valentine could become an even greater threat, causing Jason's entire plan to fall apart. Every move Jason makes must be carefully calculated. If he fails to manage the situation, Valentine could turn around and ruin his plan. Moreover, Valentine knows about the forces Jason has to confront, and one mistake could make him a real threat. The important thing is not just using Valentine as a pawn to defeat Pikeman and the WSB, but also that Jason has to confront his inner conflicts. Deep down, he knows this is not just a battle for power but a fight to protect the people he loves. Jason not only wants revenge on Valentine for what he's done, but he also wants to protect Port Charles from the manipulation of Pikeman and the WSB. This battle is not just about personal victory, it's about winning for the safety of the city and his loved ones. With determination and the cold-hearted resolve of a soldier used to war, Jason will not stop pursuing his goal. But he knows that every step, every decision, will have far-reaching consequences, and in this battle, no one is innocent. Can Jason succeed in using Valentine as a tool to destroy Pikeman and the WSB, or will he be pulled into an even more dangerous confrontation than ever before? This question will shape the rest of the battle, as Jason faces not only Valentine but also greater forces lurking in the shadows. Jason has decided to bring Charlotte back to Port Charles, where she will be cared for and protected by her mother, Lulu. This is a difficult yet correct decision, as it is not just a rescue for the girl but also an act to end Valentine's brutal control. Jason understands that once Valentine can no longer protect her, Charlotte will no longer be safe. However, this action not only disrupts Valentine's family but also pushes Jason into a confrontation with the dark forces of the Cassadine family. Valentine's death, if confirmed, will not just be the loss of a personal enemy but the end of a part of the Cassadine family legacy. Valentine is not just a simple member of this family, he is a key figure, the mastermind behind many of the Cassadine family's schemes, and his death will certainly spark a wave of anger within the family. From Helena to others in the family, they will not forgive Jason. Especially since he directly interfered in Valentine's plan and ultimately returned Charlotte to Lulu. Jason's actions will not only make him an enemy of Valentine but also an enemy of the entire Cassadine family. For them, losing Valentine is not an easy loss to overlook. The Cassadine family has a complex and powerful network, with figures like Helena and other family members holding considerable influence in society and the ability to initiate dangerous attacks. Confronting them is not just a physical challenge but a political battle where Jason cannot simply rely on strength or traditional fighting strategies. Now, Jason faces the forces Valentine built around him. Those allied with Valentine will not sit idly by. They will do everything to protect his legacy, and no one can predict the actions the Cassadine family will take to avenge Valentine's death. Jason will not only have to face powerful criminals but also subtle schemes and covert strategies from those behind the scenes. Although Jason has always been strong and determined, this time the confrontation is not a simple physical battle. He must face threats not just from his enemies, but also internal conflicts within himself, as he must choose between protecting Charlotte, Lulu, and dealing with attacks he may not foresee. As the Cassadine family begins to react, Jason must not only protect himself but also those he loves, Lulu, Charlotte, and those around him. This makes the confrontation even harder, as Jason knows every decision he makes could lead to unforeseen consequences. Jason's sense of isolation, when he cannot find help from those who have always been there for him in the past, further complicates this fight. He cannot easily share the burden with anyone and must face the Cassadine family's attack alone. However, deep down, Jason has no other choice but to protect Charlotte and Lulu. Even in the face of greater dangers than ever, he knows that if he doesn't act immediately, his loved ones will fall into the hands of the dark forces Valentine left behind. With the growing threats from the Cassadine family, Jason must plan carefully and prepare for a long battle. Every step he takes must be calculated, as one mistake could cost him everything, including the people he has always protected. Will Jason succeed in this battle and free Charlotte from Valentine, or will he be drawn into an uncontrollable confrontation with the Cassadine family? This question will only be answered when Jason decides whether he can face all that is coming. Lulu, although facing countless challenges in life, still holds some control over the situation involving Gio and the secrets he carries. Joe's true identity is not just important to Lulu but also to those around her. Gio entered Lulu's life unexpectedly, and the things he hides make her reconsider everything she knows about him. But this relationship is not just a regular love story, it is tied to secrets and events from the past that Lulu never expected. These secrets could completely change her life and that of her family. As Lulu starts to realize what Gio is truly hiding, she becomes more aware of the complex relationships she is involved in. But things get even harder when Charlotte, her daughter, and Rocco, a beloved family member, may end up living under the same roof as Gio. This forces Lulu to make extremely difficult decisions about how to care for Charlotte in an environment that is no longer peaceful. Gio, with his secrets, could cause upheaval in Lulu's family, creating a situation she may find hard to control. The idea of Gio, Rocco, and Charlotte living together could create a new family dynamic, but the tensions between the members will not easily resolve. This is not just a change in the family but also a power struggle within Lulu's own home. As a mother and protector of her family from external dangers, Lulu faces a huge challenge in maintaining stability for her loved ones while also dealing with the complexities within her family. She will have to consider whether Gio can become a part of this family without disrupting Charlotte and the others' lives. These decisions will not only affect her relationship with Gio but also strongly impact Charlotte and Rocco's lives. Lulu knows that if Gio becomes a part of her family, it will not just change the emotional dynamics but also the power structure within the family. She will not just be a mother protecting her daughter but also a woman facing difficult choices about how to preserve relationships and keep her family from falling apart. The inevitable conflicts between Gio and other family members are creating an atmosphere of tension, and Lulu knows she cannot remain on the sidelines. This situation is gradually turning into chaos, with no one in the family able to foresee what will happen next. With Gio by her side, Lulu will face a significant change in her life. The relationship between Gio and Charlotte will be tested, especially since Charlotte has already experienced trauma with her father, Valentine. These conflicts could cause Lulu's family to fall into a state of instability, where no one can find peace. Furthermore, with Joe's presence, Lulu will face a new form of oppression she has never experienced. Not only is there the pressure of raising children in an unconventional family, but Gio may also want more control over Lulu and Charlotte's lives. These conflicts will escalate as Joe's past schemes and secrets are revealed, causing Lulu to feel surrounded by control she cannot escape from. The situation will grow more tense as Lulu begins to feel she no longer has the strength to manage everything in this family. The pressures from those around her, from Gio to other family members, are making Lulu feel as though she is losing control over what she can do. She will have to choose between keeping the family together and protecting Charlotte's stability or standing up against the pressures she faces. The question is whether Lulu will find a way to maintain stability and protect her family while facing major changes in her relationship with Gio and other family members. Can she escape Joe's control and that of other forces to maintain harmony in her family? All of these questions will lead Lulu into an unpredictable situation, where she must make difficult decisions and face consequences she cannot imagine.